by Nolan King, June 20, 2019, 4:45 p.m. Saturday at UFC on ESPN. 12. Bantamweight contender Rob Font will fight John Lineker for the second time, but he isn't the same fighter who stepped into the cage with the Brazilian in 2016. The two ranked 135-pounders first faced off at UFC 198, with Lineker 31-9 MMA, 12-4 UFC, besting Font 16-4 MMA, 6-3 UFC, en route to a 3-round unanimous decision victory. The bout was only Font's third fight under the promotion's banner and his first against a ranked opponent. While Font has acknowledged his improvement over the past 3 years, he also feels he was not fighting at his best that evening. "With the Lineker fight, man, I was out of that fight from the beginning," Font told MMA Junkie Radio. "I don't know what it was. In my mind, I really thought the crowd really wasn't going to affect me. It was the hardest thing for me to admit. From the weigh-ins, I was overhyped. I was way too hyped up for no reason. I was rapping my thumb the whole time. I don't rap. I was running around the back room going all crazy." Brazilian crowds are notorious for getting under the skin of foreign fighters. At UFC 198, a less experienced, unseasoned Font fell right into their trap. "I was feeding into the crowd," Font said. "Once they started chanting, in my head I was, man, expletive y'all guys, I just wasn't there. I lost focus so fast in that fight where I remember seeing this green shirt and I couldn't get it out my head. I got Lineker swinging at me and all I could see was a green shirt in the crowd. I was not there mentally." Since that night in Brazil, Font has ascended the UFC rankings, while Lineker has hovered in a similar spot in the top 15. Fighting not to lose rather than fighting to win their first meeting, Font says his mentality has evolved drastically since 2016. Font says the fans should expect to see a newfound fearlessness. "In that Lineker fight, I wasn't ready to get knocked out on TV," Font said. "It was something I couldn't admit. I wasn't ready to do it. I wasn't ready. Alright, I gotta go all in and if I get caught, I get caught. Obviously, it's easy for me to say now. But I think I'm ready now. I'm ready to get out there, obviously win however I have to win. But if I do end up being down 2 rounds, I'm just gonna let it all out. If I get put on my back on TV, then so be it." UFC on ESPN 12 takes place Saturday at Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina. The event streams on ESPN. For more on UFC on ESPN 12, check out the UFC Rumors section of the site. MMA Junkie Radio broadcasts Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. PT, live from Mandalay Bay Resort. The show is hosted by Gorgeous George Garcia, Brian Goes Garcia and Dan Tom. For more information or to download past episodes, go to www.mmajunkie.com/radio. You can also check out www.seriousim.com/SeriousImFightNation. John Lineker, Rob Font, UFC on ESPN 12 News, Radio Highlight UFC, Videos. Let's block ads. Why?